million gallons of sewage spilled in 4 separate incidents into the Tijuana River Valley. That resulted in a beach closure, a partial beach closure in Imperial Beach. The beach is now open, but we now have an even bigger crisis situation. The sewer system in Tijuana is collapsing, and right now we need Congress, who's come up with some bills to continue moving forward, but right now it's really in the court of President Trump. We really need the support of President Trump to put money in the budget to fix this problem and to make sure that he continues working, he works with Mexico to make sure that we have a binational solution. Since President Trump will be in San Diego on Wednesday, we're asking everyone who is attending his fundraiser to join the team, to step up to the plate, to help protect our sacred and beautiful beaches in San Diego by asking President Trump to help us fix this problem. I'll be in the White House next week with Mayor Kevin Faulconer, Supervisor Greg Cox, and Coronado Mayor Richard Bailey, who've been working very proactively in the White House to try to fix this problem. In fact, Mayor Faulconer discussed this issue earlier in the year with President Trump, but now we're really asking President Trump to help us fix this problem once and for all and push this over the finish line. With that, I will ask Rafael Castellanos, the Port of San Diego. The Port has been a big champion on this issue, and he'll be talking about why we're in federal court asking for relief on this issue. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Thank you all for being here today. I'm Rafael Castellanos, a member of the Board of Port Commissioners of the Port of San Diego. It's a real honor to be here with the Mayor and also with Councilwoman Paloma Aguirre from Imperial Beach. The Port of San Diego with Imperial Beach and the City of Chula Vista have all brought a lawsuit against the federal government. Why have we done that? Right now, the biggest ongoing water quality and environmental justice crisis in the country is happening right here. It's happening right now. We're talking about a toxic cocktail of sewage, of heavy metals, arsenic, cyanide, herbicides, pesticides, and other volatile organic compounds from industrial and agricultural discharges. This is not acceptable. And so all we're asking the federal government to do is comply with its own environmental laws. We're asking the federal government to do what it expects all of us to do, which is to comply with the law, to comply with the Clean Water Act, to comply with the Resources Conservation and Recovery Act. We need the federal government to comply with its own laws. We need an end to this. We are seeking our day in court. We are seeking environmental justice. We are seeking justice. And that is why we are bringing this lawsuit. It's part of what we need to do. It's not everything that we need to do. I'm glad that the mayor, along with our delegation, is going to Washington, D.C. next week. But we must seek remedy in court. It's the only way that we will continue to bring the pressure that we need to bring to get action on this issue. And I implore the President of the United States to take care of the citizens who live, work, and play, the Americans who live, work, and play in and around this river and the ocean, including federal agents, Border Patrol agents, Customs and Border Protection agents. We are pleading for your help to solve this crisis right now. Thank you very much. And now I would introduce Councilwoman Paloma Aguirre from Imperial Beach.
Good morning. My name is Paloma Aguirre. I'm the City Councilwoman for Imperial Beach. Imperial Beach is a community of over 27,000 residents, working families, families of service members, military, Border Patrol, and Navy SEALs as well. As Mayor Dedina mentioned, we have been suffering the consequences of over 160 million gallons of sewage that have spilled and fouled our beaches in the last couple of weeks. A spill that no one in Mexico notified us about until 3 days later when it began. And it's causing us not only beach closures, but also impacts to our quality of life. The community here of San Isidro is being impacted because they have a pond of sewage sitting in their backyards. Our beaches have been closed, like I mentioned, for over a week. And the quality of life of our children is being impacted. And it's because of the aging and dilapidated infrastructure in Mexico. We have a tremendous opportunity right now that the USMCA is being negotiated so that we could put strong environmental and public health provisions. So I am pleading, I am begging President Trump to please help us. Help his community here in Imperial Beach. Help us to fix this issue, to put some money in the budget, to put these provisions in the USMCA, and to please help us. We are begging for his help. We need his help. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Aguirre. And now we have Bethany Case, who's been a huge champion of this issue and a business owner and a surf mom extraordinaire in Imperial Beach.
My name is Bethany Case, and I am one of the co-chairs of Surfrider San Diego's Clean Border Water Now campaign. I am here as a surf mom, as a surf wife, as a local business owner in Imperial Beach. We live less than a mile from the beach. I really am pleading with President Trump to get this taken care of. We know he can take care of it. We are suffering in Imperial Beach, not only because our recreation is taken away, but because there are children in Imperial Beach who have been sickened with autoimmune diseases, with asthma, and they are constantly sick because of this issue. We have Navy SEALs and we have Border Patrol agents who live and work in Imperial Beach and Coronado, and they are being severely affected. We really just want some help with this, and we know that President Trump can take care of that for us. Thank you.
So I want to thank everybody. I think we'll just do questions individually if you want. Does that work out for you guys? Great, interviews. But the most important thing is, it's an all of the above strategy. It's advocacy with the White House. It's working, pressuring Mexico. It's a legal strategy. We are knocking on every door, talking to every person. But I want to thank our amazing San Diego team, our congressional delegations, our California senators, and leaders from around the county have come together, including these leaders from the Port of San Diego and our residents, to really make sure that Border Patrol agents and Navy SEALs and our kids don't continue to get sick, because the United States and Mexico have dropped the ball on doing anything to fix this problem. Thank you.
Can we ask you questions right now? Just about the collapsing sewage system that you were talking about. What's happening on Tijuana's side? What do you know about their sewage system right now?
Yeah, so there are 19 pump stations that need to be replaced in Tijuana, and what keeps happening is pump stations keep collapsing, and there's basically no one to fix them. We have a new governor coming into office in November, and so his team has been very frank with us about what's happening and showed us photos and talked about the new pumps they need to get. It his argument is that it's not that expensive to fix this problem, but we need Mexico to take action and the U.S. to continue pushing Mexico to make that happen. So we can actually get a pretty quick fix on some of the issues that affect us most, but people really need to push this across the goalpost.
And we're live streaming this on our News 8 website, just so you know. But as far as the request of President Trump, is it $200 million for the EPA proposal that you guys are asking for? What are you hoping happens?
Yeah, we need President Trump to put money in the budget for the EPA's border wastewater infrastructure program to fund infrastructure on both sides of the border. The money that goes to Mexico is matched by Mexico, so it's a really good deal for U.S. taxpayers. And the idea was to really help us fix all this infrastructure in the border that really has these problems. Not just San Diego, but cities across the U.S.-Mexico border on both sides of the border that have had these types of sewage problems, including in Calexico and Mexicali. So we need to get this problem fixed. It's very fixable. I think people in the past have said, you can't, it's too complicated. It really isn't. It really isn't that complicated. The Port of San Diego and the city of Imperial Beach, we take pride in how we manage the environment. And it takes, if you know what our public works guys do, they spend 99.999% of their time down in sewer pipes and storm drains fixing problems, because if they allow sewage to go in the ocean or the bay, you go to jail, literally. And so anytime there's water in that river, it's a Clean Water Act violation, and the federal government's responsible for cleaning it up. Right now we have all kinds of puddles of sewage in this river valley, so the first rain will push that out and create a tsunami of toxic waste and sewage. So this is very fixable, but we need President Trump to really step up to the plate and help us over the goalpost.
And we've talked about this, for years, for decades now. Will this administration be the one to fix the problem, to put money into it?
Well, we hope President Trump can really help us get, fix this problem. We hope Mexico, President Lopez Obrador, will help fix this problem. But we need to have a can-do attitude here. This is very fixable. We can do it. But I'm really elated and proud of our San Diego team coming together, and all the leaders from every walk of life who have decided that enough is enough. And our Border Patrol agents, our Navy SEALs, and our kids can't continue to get sick all over South San Diego. And more importantly, surfers in La Jolla, Solana Beach, Oceanside, San Clemente, and even Mexico are tired of seeing me in the lineup and not in IB, because I just tell them I'm here because the water's closed in IB.
And right now, are you getting any inclination that federal money might be coming, that the president wants to do anything about it?
We need every San Diegan to contact the White House and ask for help. We need the folks that are attend that fundraiser tomorrow in Rancho Santa Fe, it's my understanding, with President Trump, just to respectfully ask President Trump, hey, help us fix this problem so no more Navy SEALs and Border Patrol agents get sick.
Is there a number that you are putting on it on the request?
Good. All right, thanks. We're all open for interviews.
Is there a number that you're putting on it?
I'm sorry?
Is there a number that you're putting on it, sir?
Yeah, the number is whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. We've got 2 border walls behind me that I think it's hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. There's actually 2 being built. They're going to build a wall in the middle of the Tijuana River. It's going to cost $150 million. So I'm assuming it will cost less than the border wall.
Do you have any sense, given Trump's environmental track record, do you have confidence that this will be a crusade he wants to take up? I mean, some of you have been vocally critical of this administration, specifically because of his environmental track record. So what changes now? Paloma, if you want to answer, that's fine.
So this is a fix-it problem. This is a can-do, fix-it problem. President Trump's obviously concerned about the border. This is the biggest national security crisis on the border. His own agents and Navy SEALs, our beloved Navy SEALs who fan out all around the world to help protect our country, are getting sick from the sewage. So it's just about fixing problem and allocating money for infrastructure and working cooperatively with Mexico on the USMCA to fix the problem. So if everybody steps up to the plate and actually does their job, we'll fix this problem, and I can spend my time. We can all spend our time on the beach having a great time and sitting here in the dirt in the Tijuana River Valley asking people to clean up toxic waste. Great, thank you.
Would it be easier to drive like by the ocean?